Okay, I briefly mentioned in the last video that sometimes when solving radical equations we get extra solutions. We get numbers that if you plug them back into the original they don't actually work, and we'll actually have a domain issue. We'll get something that's undefined. So we're going to do an example here, and it's a little more complicated than the examples we've done before, so it gives you some extra practice, and we'll also see a case where we have to check because we'll get an extraneous solution. Okay, so we want to solve 2 plus the square root of x plus 18 equals x. Now when we're solving these root equations, the first thing we want to do is have the square root on a side by itself. So we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. Let's make sure my pen is turned on. So we'll have the square root of x plus 18 equals x minus 2. Well, now we want to square both sides. And when we square the left-hand side, the square root, the radical, and the squared cancel each other out, so we get x plus 18. And when we square this side, we really need to do x minus 2 times x minus 2. We need to FOIL it, which would give us x squared minus 4x would be our outside, minus 2x. Minus 2x for our inside plus 4. Okay, so you do need to FOIL it out, or you would be missing your x terms. So we'd have x plus 18, and we combine like terms here. We get x squared minus 4x plus 4. Now, to solve a quadratic, we need to move everything over to the other side, so we're going to subtract x from both sides and subtract 18 from both sides. So we get 0 equals x squared minus 5x minus 14. Okay, now it's in a situation where we could solve it using the quadratic formula or completing the square, factoring, all of those things. So let's see if we can think about how to factor this. So we need two values that multiply to get negative 14, add to get negative 5, so I think negative 7 and positive 2 will do that. So we're going to do x minus 7 and x plus 2. So here we'll get x equals 7 or x equals negative 2. Okay, and now we need to check both of these. So first let's check 7. So we have 2 plus the square root of 7 plus 18. We want to know, does that equal 7? Well, this would be 2 plus the square root of 25. So that would be 2 plus 5 equals 7. So that one checks out, works. So we know x equals 7 is a solution. Well, now we need to check x equals negative 2. So we're going to have 2 plus the square root of negative 2 plus 18. We want to know, does that equal negative 2? So this would be 2 plus the square root of 16. Does that equal negative 2? Well, that would be 2 plus 4, which we want to know, does that equal negative 2? And here we get, on the left-hand side, we get 6, which does not equal negative 2. So even though we kind of got negative 2 as a solution, it does not check out. It doesn't work. And so that's an example of an extraneous solution. So, if your instructor gave you this problem on a test and you said the solution was 7 and negative 2, you would be incorrect. Negative 2 is not a solution. So you do need to check your solutions to make sure you only give the ones that are truly solutions. So in this case, our only solution would be x equals 7.